Yo. Alright, so these videos is gonna be late night and shit. So here's what it is. But these different realities by the title, right? Everybody has their own experience. Everybody grows up in their own section of life. But it's obvious that like there's so many diverse opinions and just life experiences out there, right? Every single one of them things matter, right? And I want to make that very clear because this world out here, like, it leaves people unaware of the true, like griminess out here. Like, you may know of it, but you may think like, oh shit, that'll never happen to me or whatever. Nah, like, these streets and how like deeply interconnected all of this evil really is wild. And I never would have expected it. Like, because I had an entirely different reality. When I really like had to take that hit from people that I was supposed to trust and shit, right? Like, it really showed me how far apart it is. And only the good people and the sheltered people, like, for the most part, are like oblivious to this shit, right? At this point, GTA is like real life. And I'm not even fucking kidding you. Like, the wild shit that I've experienced in the last 2 years is just absolutely astonishing. To a nigga that did fucking nothing, right? So these streets, this is my issue. People are not putting individuals on game, right? You leave a whole heaping part of society like just to the fucking wayside. And you don't teach them how to, like, schools, fucking, your parents should be the first line of defense when it comes to wisdom. The second is parents, and the third is community leaders and teachers. And there's so much like conflict in that, which is just so crazy to me because, like, oh, I don't want my son learning this or my daughter learning that shit. Bro, y'all need to figure out like a middle ground and understand that like real life, it don't always play by your goddamn expectations and shit. And if you leave your children unaware of what really goes on outside of their little fucking bubble, you leave them ill prepared. And it's not even like, it's on the parents' responsibility, but at some point it's society's. Because the amount of like manipulation and games they play, you see this fucking Epstein shit, you see this fucking Diddy shit, right? And where do you think that shit came from? That's like the perfected rich big boys version of what the fuck actually happens on these streets. Nobody, for the most part, is exempt. You accidentally fucking, you living your life and go on a goddamn misadventure. This shit is goddamn happening out here. You know what I mean? Fucking people They run gambits. They run gambits. They done perfected this formula. They use psychology. They use sociology. And what they do is they take the average person, the unsuspecting person, and they try to twist them. They try to, like, it used to be like people really like going after people, I guess, in the same bubble area and shit. If you didn't do nothing wrong, you really ain't gonna face no goddamn consequences. But at this point, everything is so interconnected. It really is a travesty. And I don't think most people, like, they use shame and guilt to really fuck with you. Then they make you think, or they try to make you think, that you're crazy until you fucking succumb to the bullshit they put you through, right? And then you become it. You gotta, my whole stance, these bubbles, you need to learn about what's above you, and you need to learn what's below you, and everything in between, and how shit fucking works. Because the way that shit is going, too many people are falling to the wayside, and they're succumbing to this shit. Organized crime got a whole lot stealthier. What I've fucking seen on these streets, right? You can be in a wealthy tax bracket, you be in the middle, you could be in the low end. The low end, they need the most help. I'm gonna put it out there right then and there, cause this fucking kids that don't got no parents, who either adopted or orphanages, they are just prime victims of this shit, and we all live in our goddamn bubble if we in the middle, right? You got niggas that grow up in the fucking hood, projects, you know, any low income fucking area, they're subject to all of this bullshit. And the way that like evil works on your ignorance. I believe that we should have people teach kids, I don't know, goddamn high school, middle school. Because the threat is so big, we need to take a realistic look at shit. The threat is so fucking big. They say, what, don't fuck with a weird nigga in a panel van with a goddamn puppy or a fucking ice cream or some shit, or candy, right? Niggas is sneakier than that. They've evolved. The shit just didn't disappear. They just got sneakier. And then, not only that, they play the long game now. They're not looking for this just brief shit. You got niggas that descend upon this shit trying to make $1 because somebody wants something. The fucking, just today, right? I done been handling my business. I done been figuring shit out. I done been, you know, staying to myself. And I was just like, you know what? I got a good grip on shit. Everything's going all right. I help some, at the little resource center or whatever. You meet the same people. You stay in the same crowd. That's where the gambit starts, because I'm like, you know what? Let me just socialize or whatever. I socialize with these people. And I'm just a helpful person in general. I go and I help them out. And then they're helping me out. But they're doing like a lot for me, right? Like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And that reminded me of the love bombing shit. These people on the streets, these wicked people, you can think whatever social like fucking status you at. These niggas in the streets and in this wicked shit are fucking smart. And they know what the fuck they're doing. And some of them are narcissists, some of them sociopaths, and some of them psychopaths. And they fucking have like organized all this shit to fucking perfection. And that's why schools, because we can see the results, and I don't think it's adequate, right? Do not prepare you for nothing. They give you, I'm not gonna say bad, I'm just saying they don't prepare you for the real shit. I hope none of you guys end up fucking going through what the fuck I went through, homelessness or whatever. But it's like every person I fucking met on the goddamn street, right, play the same gambit. You know, and I'm helpful. So I don't go in expecting anything. I go in expecting a genuine fucking like interaction. If that shit don't happen, because I'm still ready to be like, alright, do I gotta watch you? I'm already like that. They start love bombing. Or they start being generous. I don't consider one or the other. I just let shit ride, right? Man, I don't know these niggas from nothing. You know what I'm saying? And like I got this whole like super goddamn travel kit or whatever for like this hype ass vintage camera and shit. Like another dude just gave me some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking advantage because I'm helping them. They telling me like, oh no, I mean, if I had it, it'd get lost or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking them for genuine people and shit. But it is what it is. I mean, if it ends up being like you was love bombing me, I'm just like, well, shit. Fuck it. I mean, you was just trying to get me and shit. Whatever. I didn't fucking take it no type of way. But I kept listening. I helped, they were getting harassed. I helped old dude cross the street because he couldn't walk. And I realized after sitting down with him, covering him and shit with my little RV, because they was just, people don't like fucking homeless people just around and shit. So I was like, I'm gonna fucking help him out, whatever. So I stayed for a little bit. Then the conversation go crazy. And like, he's sitting back. He's like, everything was fine before that. It's like, you're gonna like T. Like, who is that? You know what I'm saying? He's like, he's my boss. And it's his boss. And he's my boss too. And like he's going to sleep. And I'm like, okay. You niggas is homeless. The only way you can fucking have a boss is two. It's just two options, right? Either you selling shit or you hoeing, right? And it happens all the time. And I'm like, okay, so this is what this is, and I'm like taking it all in. I'm like, okay, so god damn it, all of these people at this resource center are basically in this like prostitution life, right? And I'm like, fuck, again, right? Because that's what the fuck they were trying to get me to like be in on the when I was back in the tent and shit. They wanted to make me destitute. I'm not even from the hood. I'm not even from those streets. They do this shit to unsuspecting motherfuckers. Like, oh shit, you want to go to another state. Oh shit, you want to go to another country, right? They're not going to be oblivious. These people have adapted and they have a long game. And they will take their time because they will study you. All right? You need to teach your citizens, your household, your community about all this shit. Because I had to dodge all this goddamn shit damn near by myself. And that just pushed me further into God. So you can't tell me shit when it comes to God being real and him loving me and we just doing our damn thing, bro. That's it. They was gonna run the gambit again. And I see the craziness. Like, these people, and that's why I understand. I'm not from this life. I ain't know shit about it. I was living in my own goddamn bubble. I knew some of this shit happened. I didn't know how fucking widespread this shit was. It's like they fucking had a formula they perfected. They were like, oh shit, this is the goddamn formula. And then they like photocopied that shit and fucking spread it across. You probably find the same shit in fucking Texas, fucking Washington, state. You'll fucking probably find the shit in California, Arizona, any fucking street area. They probably do this same goddamn shit. And the fucking thing is, this whole like street universe that exists out here, it's very well interconnected with society. They know what the fuck they're doing. This GTA fucking parallel universe that most of y'all don't even know is fucking happening. It's real, bruh. And you're not teaching kids wisdom before they go out in this world and they just go out defenseless and headless with no spiritual protection at all. And God had to reveal to me the spiritual realm, but I'm keeping it just physical right now. Not getting into all of that. I'm getting it straight into how this shit works. And at this point, like, kids are so goddamn smart. You probably got these kids like exploring the fucking dark web or and getting into shit that that their parents don't even fucking know about, and like doing some wild ass shit, getting exposed to, all you need is like a fucking onion browser or something. Boom, you on there. Boom, you can start making moves and plays, bro. I don't do that shit. I researched the shit, so I know about it, but I do not get on the goddamn dark web and shit. You should probably research the shit and understand that this shit is way more prevalent than you could ever imagine. These niggas in the street are not just coming after like people in like worse positions or compromising positions anymore. These niggas will psychologically target middle class, upper middle class, and even high society. Because they know how to fucking run game. This nigga said, you'll meet T. And you'll understand and respect him. Going to sleep. I'm like, why the fuck? I don't even know T. Do I need to goddamn respect him? I don't know fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck you talking about? So you obviously talking about like a pimp or a goddamn dope boy. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, like, I don't know this man. Then he's like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And once T comes around, It's like everything is just gonna open up. This is this nigga telling me before it happens. I'm in a whole new area, running into the same goddamn shit. But I'm here because I'm doing what I gotta do, right? That's your symptom. That's a symptom, and they believe, because I don't carry around all of this shit that I've seen and I've been through. If I'm having an interaction with you, I'm gonna be fucking jovial. I'm gonna be fucking respectful, and I'm gonna be helpful in any way I can. But I'm gonna protect me, and I'm gonna keep a lookout for whatever the fuck's going on. Then he was like, "Oh, it'll just happen in a couple of days. Not too long now. You'll see." Just kept saying that. Just kept saying that. And that's when I realized, like, some of these people are just like half evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like they've been defeated so bad, beat up so bad, that they just don't know no other world. You try to give them hope, these niggas think you a joke. Like, what the fuck is hope? That shit don't exist here, bruh. Just get it how you live it and keep going. And if you don't want to keep going, kill yourself. That's basically how these niggas live. You can't convincing them otherwise. That's a whole another goddamn journey, bro. And I don't think most people talk about this shit because I think they feel like ashamed or something, or a sense of pride. No, you should really always speak up when shit is happening to you. And don't let nobody fucking attack your self-confidence, your self-worth, or your self-esteem, because those are the three things that they attack mainly. And then externally, they'll attack your finances, your wealth, and your mental state. They'll make you question everything, and they'll do things so sneaky. They're just basically gaslighting you. It's like if you've ever been in a relationship with a narcissist, like, that shit is way more fucking dangerous than I think a lot of people fucking understand. They casually throw the term around. But these individuals, they exist, they study, and they pray. And you teach sex ed, but you don't teach like fucking any type of psychological defense against this shit. You don't teach about what really is a fucking narcissist. You don't teach like what really is a sociopath. Because and you mock the terms. You're like, oh, that's just that. No, these niggas fucking exist. And just in the hood, like short-term shit, what, you got a bitch that'll backdoor you, right? Because they working with another motherfucker to try to get a come up off of you, right? Bro, they will do that shit long term. Like, if you're in a different, like, if you ain't in that shit, they gotta come into it in a different way, right? You that shit ain't gonna fly with you, cause you won't pick that type of female or shit like that unless you like driving around trying to pick up a hoe or something. You just wouldn't, right? So what they'll do is you got another echelon who run the same gambit, just tweaked for your fucking tax bracket and shit. And so they'll get somebody that really ain't got no goddamn fucking sense or whatever, or who's just easily manipulatable and shit. And they'll be like, hey, get with him. Let's fucking drain this man. Then they'll weaponize your empathy, your sympathy, just abuse your kind heart and shit, and attempt to take advantage of all of that while making you, because they'll build you up first. They'll say you the shit. You know what I'm saying? You're the greatest. They'll give you that love that is almost like you never had before and shit. And then they'll slowly start breaking you down, but twisting shit around so you're gonna think it's your fucking fault. They'll be like, "What happened? You were this, you were that." It's like, these niggas didn't know me because I was doing so much goddamn self-work in the background that whenever that was said, I'm like, yeah, I'm still a shit. Like, I never fucking not believed that. I done had so much proof of, like, when I try something, like, it may not be overnight. It may not fucking, like, be perfect. I will fucking adjust. I will be honest with myself and I'll give myself a break, but I'm gonna keep pushing forward. And I always fucking get it. And I did that repeatedly. I had so many goddamn insecurities and shit. Like, I fucking, like, took so much fucking time, my time, that niggas do not know about, fucking working on every single goddamn fucking thing about myself. And I always saw progress. And that's what fucking mattered to me. Progress. I never gave a shit about what the fuck other people thought. I'm not trying to be the biggest or the baddest in the room. These niggas will fucking fuck with your pride and your ego. Like, are you gonna let that happen? Nigga, let some shit happen. Stand your ground if necessary. Life, limb, eyesight, fucking, or your family. Do you, my nigga. Stand on 10 feet, on 10 toes, and fuck somebody up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but don't be, like, don't feed into their goddamn game. Like, understand, are they instigating? Oh no, they want to make you feel like you gotta prove yourself. You ain't gotta prove yourself to goddamn nobody. And that's what I didn't do. I swear to God. They will fucking attempt, and they can use you. The streets can use you, bro. I swear to God. And they've mastered it. Alright. This person. Let's take everything from them. Let's abuse them mentally and psychologically. Let's just rip them to shreds. Alright. You're gonna say, what can they possibly do with you after that, right? No. These niggas commit crimes on a daily, right? They might need a fall guy. Alright, you unsuspecting. They causing a problem over here. You trying to fucking put out that goddamn fire. They making a smear campaign, and then they fucking, like, trying to convince a whole lot of people that, like, you're this fucking, like, wild ass crazy motherfucker, or like a kingpin, so you can go down for a RICO case, and then boom, or they got somebody else in jail. They fucking get close to you, take your fucking, like, what, clothes, your hair, some shit, while you not even concerned about shit, because you just thinking these people are cool and shit. And then they put that shit somewhere else, and they're telling a whole nother story. So then, like, they can get the person that they want out of jail and put you in there. That's not the case. Somebody kills somebody, they'll just get you. Like, so they'll fucking run these gambits, make you, like, question yourself. And this is why they do these long-term ones. Because if they got enough people in these long-term gambits, like, they got you on standby. So whenever they need a fall guy, boom. They got access to you. They got all your shit. You're trying to put this fire out. They doing shit in the background. And then they just waiting until they can fucking pin some shit on you. A murder, a Grand Theft Auto, a RICO, which I just had to figure out what the fuck that was. Like not even a month ago. You know what I'm saying? Then if you like an individual that's on their little standby and shit, these niggas can fucking the traffic you, right? And they don't give a fuck, bro. They don't give a fuck if you is a man, a woman, or a child, bro. And it's tragic. They do not give a fuck. They just do this shit because there's weird niggas who will pay money for shit, and they want money because that's what the fucking world is apparently run by, and that's not okay. This shit can happen to a dentist, a doctor, a lawyer, a fucking a high school graduate, a bachelor's degree graduate. The easiest targets for these predators is people that get out of the foster care system, people in fucked up like upbringings and shit. And what I noticed, it's gotten so bad, and they've gotten so good at it, they've tweaked it, is that like they don't even need to come up to the kid no more. What they do is, all right, they play these long games. These kids turn into teenagers. They'll start then when they're teenagers. They got good parents and a good environment and shit, and they'll fucking start to like psychologically like degrade them. And if they can get you at that preteen level or that teenage level, when you're like out exploring and shit, they'll fuck you up. Or they can wait till you're an adult in a whole new environment that you've never been in before, and you're not fucking seeing it coming. After they do that, and they whittle down whatever fucking sense of self, morality, and beat them motherfuckers up till they bruise like a motherfucker and just can't even fucking, they just don't give a shit anymore. Because nobody cared, right? And they like attack them with shame. Like, you did this to yourself. How could you make such a stupid move? That which doesn't make sense to me. Bitch, you didn't expect that shit to happen. Niggas trying to fucking do shit to you is not your goddamn prerogative. You had the greatest intentions in the world. You didn't put yourself, some people may have, but still, whatever fucking happens to you is not your goddamn fault. It's theirs. And these people will fucking, like, psychologically do some fucking gymnastics to the point, and I've seen it work on people, and that's the crazy part. Because I'm like, no. Anytime they tried to fucking put this shit on me, I'm like, that's dumb as hell. I'm not, no. That's retarded, bro. And I mind my own business, or keep it moving, or fucking call some shit out. Shit was stupid. It don't make no goddamn sense. And I'm supposed to internalize whatever the fuck you projecting and shit. It's dumb as hell. No. Or I'm supposed to like get a bruised ego because of some retarded ass shit. I can see you niggas orchestrating that shit. That has nothing to do with me, bro. Because if I could have just followed my own goddamn plan, and a lot of these people you wouldn't suspect. Half of these people you're supposed to trust, right? There's like a hidden societal agreement. You're supposed to trust these certain people. Another group, you're supposed to be able to trust your society in general, to a certain extent, but be aware of other shit. I don't think a lot of people like really realize how like widespread this bullshit is, right? And so you should get out of your bubble. We should fucking like have a class on this shit and teach people how to fucking protect themselves in the goddamn streets. These niggas will have you fucking crazy over a girl, fucking ready to shoot somebody over some dumb shit, fucking tear down your life to the point where you want to fucking crash out, right? And then it's all your fault. Then you gotta accept the consequences and shit. Be smarter than these motherfuckers. I swear to God. If you hear, pay attention to everything niggas say. Do not, like, I live life in a weird, like, quantum state, bro. I really don't know exactly how I do it. You know what I'm saying? But I take people for everybody is fresh. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. I didn't have to go into like this little hermit mode and shit. But for the most part, I take people fresh. I don't hold shit against nobody for light experiences or whatever. But I also am very aware of what the fuck could possibly happen. And I see that a lot of these people who don't say shit try to like half warn, but really just expect you to just fucking like just fall like them or succumb to like them. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough. They don't have enough belief or care to really warn somebody. They just play the game. That's the gambit. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. And a part of me feels that and understands that. It feels sympathetic to it, but at the same time, we're adults. You can't keep perpetuating this shit. And you're doing this shit on the surface level, which obviously means you're connected to people who do it on like a way worse level. Like I said, these niggas know what they doing. These niggas will traffic you for organs. It ain't gotta be sex. These niggas will traffic you, your kids. Oh yeah, my point. They'll wait till you're a teenager or an adult, fuck with you, beat you down to the point where you don't give a shit anymore. Then you got these ain't shit ass parents, still in their fucking like trauma and wounds, right? And what that does is it just you really don't have a real connection with your kids, other than seeing them as like objects or items or like a lesser extension of yourself. Like you see them as an extension of yourself, but they're more of an object. You know what I'm saying? To do your bidding or whatever, or to help the family grow and shit. And so, like, and then after you've created that, like, you can just go to these ain't shit ass parents that ain't looking after their kids, or ones that are just ain't shit and they fucking like play the game, and they'll just give you their fucking kids because they're operating out of so much goddamn trauma. Everybody's fucking coping. Nobody's dealing with shit, and everybody else is oblivious. And now, and you wonder why fucking society's on fire. I swear to God, no matter where you at in this goddamn bubble dimension chart, you know what I'm saying? Fucking upper echelon, middle grade, fucking, like, you know what I'm saying, in the gutter. You don't need money to teach self-worth. You don't need money to push self-esteem in your kids. You don't need money to understand that kids are wise as fuck, or they have the potential to be. And you need to prepare them. and you give them this real life, and at the drop of a dime, you people are like so short-sighted. Some of you, right? You like you think that you're gonna be at that level each time. It could never affect you. It could never happen to you, bruh. And because most of the time this shit fucking works, when it's pushed you to your limit and you feel so much shame, and you're just grouping all of these people, and you got like a fucking like army of destitute, downtrodden, and beat the fuck up individuals. These niggas will fucking stab you in the back at the drop of a dime, bro. They don't give a fuck. And they feeling so much goddamn shame, like, they don't want to tell people. They just rather accept a lot when they could. Like, if you could just switch lanes, you know what I'm saying, and be like, no, I'm not fucking gonna accept this. I mean, but I get it. Doesn't make it right. I can understand it. But I'm still going, we gotta change this shit, for real. It don't make no goddamn sense. They can have you be a fall guy. They can traffic you for organs of sex. Doesn't matter your fucking man, woman, or child. Just do it all. It's weird niggas is out here paying for shit, right? And you got just fucking grimy ass niggas in suits and ties at this point. Same spirit, bro. Same mentality. And they will play the long game. Make you so, do so much to you, and so much behind your back, doctor shit, fucking, like, that nobody hears you, yet this shit happens. And that's just the worst. Can you imagine somebody, like, suffering this shit and nobody giving a fuck? Nobody hearing them? Because they playing that shit too. And that's when people really mostly give up. God damn. You didn't try to, you know what I'm saying, live your own life, break free, do some new shit. You was on your grind. Some fucking hater or fuck nigga fucking mad at you. They want to get you fucking raped, put you on the street, fuck up all your goddamn finances by sending in a long-term backdoor bitch, right? Because it's not just like, boom, we're going to shoot you, take your money, or boom, we're going to stick you up and take your money. It's like, hey, sneak on in to this nigga's life and, like, keep him on standby so that we can, like, use him. Because we can have a use for him. And since he's helping you out and you giving money to me, shit, keep him long term. You see how these niggas have adapted? It's scary, bruh. It's scary. Don't look at the fucking smiles on the nigga face. Don't ruin your own heart either. Cause that's one thing, like, I had to keep. And it wasn't easy. I just adjusted and moved accordingly. I ain't changed my heart. Cause I felt like if at any point I'm not me, it's gonna inevitably lead me to living a less fulfilling life. I gotta be me. I can cultivate, cater, and grow in certain areas. But my core, essential, like, traits and shit, they have to be attended to. and I will not let those change, because I love myself that much, and you should too. And you should always, no matter where you at in your bubble, really understand and know that real niggas is going through shit at the bottom and at the top, because they will weaponize empathy and sympathy. They will also weaponize your friendships, and they will also weaponize your familiar ties. There's no level low enough that they won't go. Understand this. These niggas will be in any part of society. They could be in the church. These niggas could be in just anywhere, bro. Because they lie. All they gotta do is lie. You wouldn't expect niggas to lie that goddamn much, but these niggas do. And you need to teach your kids. Shit, you need to teach adults. And kids and adults need to fucking listen to each other, goddamn it, and spend some fucking time with each other. So nobody's like caught off guard or unaware and shit. Don't let nobody fucking intimidate you. And if you female, listen, I swear to God, you better fucking like goddamn fight like your life fucking depends on it. Because I'm a dude, bro. Like, and these niggas tried to fucking intimidate me. You know what I'm saying? When I had my fucking guns and shit, they were like, he ain't gonna be fucking, shit if we take his guns. They worked that shit out. I ain't had no guns, right? No, I don't care what the fucking worst case scenario is. I'm going to make every single person involved regret if they came after me. You try to jump me with some knives or some guns, I swear to God, I'm a pacifist. For as long as you don't cross a goddamn line, I will de-escalate. I will move with wisdom. But when these niggas stare at me and try to say some slick shit or intimidate me by looking in my eyes and saying some weird ass shit, I stare right back. And they know this shit is not gonna be fucking easy. That's the energy you need to give off. You ain't gotta always speak shit. Peep shit. And then when they do that little weird shit, give them an off comment. Not crazy. Just let them know you know. And look at them. And just without communication, it should say, you try it, we going there. That's it. I can do that with a fucking gun. I could do it without one. And I had to multiple fucking times. You're not gonna fucking leave me destitute. No matter how many people you fucking attempt to throw at me. No matter what the fuck you say. You keep on fucking knowing who you are. Don't listen to nothing from the goddamn peanut gallery. Because why the fuck would you? These niggas don't know you. They attempt to get into your circle, into your bubble, They study you. And then they try to use whatever. Again, nothing's too low. And I experienced this from the middle. There are agents in the goddamn, in the middle zone, man. To try to drag me down. To try to put me in these situations and shit. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? You look at the parallels. They do this shit to up and coming niggas too. Why? How do you have fucking Diddy? How do you have the goddamn Epstein Island shit? If you see any type of pimping type shit, that shit is fucking trafficking, bro. Sure, you got the streetwalkers and shit, but for dudes, they just try to make you so destitute. Then they try to goddamn lace you with a fucking cigarette or something. Then get you coping with all the fucking trauma that they're inflicting on you. And so now you're dependent on some type of substance or whatever. And you're easier prey for them. Then that's when they fucking either snatch you up. You could be a fall guy. You could do goddamn 15, 30 years for some shit you ain't never fucking do. You ain't even know how the fucking shit happened. Or you can be on the street, homeless, holding up a sign, and most people just think you're just either a junkie or you fell on hard times. So they may be sympathetic to you. Whole time, those are the male hookers, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because wickedness got them. He said another comment. He was like, because when he said that shit, I looked at him. I ain't say, I don't give a fuck who T is. That shit ain't gonna happen. I just looked at him. And I was like, he kept repeating it, but at some point he was like, we all are who we are. Ain't no point in lying about it. We do what we do. And then he switched back, saying the rhetoric. He caught a glimpse that I already knew what he was talking about. And they all got the vibe too. That's why part of me is like, half of me is like, fuck this goddamn system, you know what I'm saying? And then the other half of me is like, fuck these niggas too. They probably don't want to fucking live that goddamn life. That little shred of information was probably the best they could fucking manage. On telling me what it really is and shit. And yet they don't know if I fully understand either. So they went back to the goddamn rhetoric. Talking about T and how, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third. I don't even fucking know this nigga. I don't know why the fuck this nigga gonna act like he my goddamn boss. We gonna have a problem. That's what it is. Anything before that, I'll be very civil. I'm gonna be my normal self. But that's how shit works. Anything to take away from this? The streets have perfected their gambit. They got a myriad of reasons of why to do crazy ass shit to you for a long term benefit. Because they can use you and plug you in to whatever need they need, or sell you off at any given moment. So watch out. Some of this shit is fucking long term. It's not just that fucking that's scraping the surface with the backdoor bitches and shit. It's just the surface. And the shit happens on the upper echelon too. They see you got a little spark in you. They want to fucking either be cruel until they can fucking cultivate it into something that's a little bit more manageable, get under their thumb, their control and shit, or snuff it the fuck out completely, drain you and try to get that shit to another person that they have full control over because that person's empty. And then basically traffic you as a nigga with money. Because, I mean, if you can control, they halfway control your money, and if they fully control your mind, or even halfway control your mind, well, they got that's a whole fucking set of strings they got on you. And now you basically like a trafficked rich nigga or rich bitch. And there's some of them, because they believe, you gotta understand that, like, if that's what you've experienced, like that's your reality, and they think that this is the way of the world, and they don't have no like belief in any way to fucking overcome that shit. Shit, hurt people, and then they allowing other niggas to get trafficked, or to not be the fucking lowest nigga on a goddamn totem pole. They fucking become goddamn ruthless so they can fucking climb that fucking ladder. So the least amount of people in the goddamn world is telling them what the fuck to do. And in any of that, I can understand it. I can understand it. I won't perpetuate it. And I won't let it persist. Their minds have been corrupted. At this point, a lot of their choices are their own. They are adults. If niggas can really like switch lanes completely and do good, like no bullshit, that's what I care about. I don't care what the fuck you did. To an extent. Like, yes, to an extent. But the simple fact, if you actually had an honest to God change of heart, which should be completely evident by your actions, right? A true individual should be able to understand when it's true, right? Because niggas can fake that shit. But I done seen too much shit. I'll know what it is when a nigga really fucking switches lanes. Then you will gain my respect. I might have to keep my distance. I might have to act accordingly from the past shit you did. But you will have my eternal respect. If you keep on that shit, I will fucking be unbiased in regards to how I speak about you if that ever arises. I don't know if you could make up for that shit, depending on how much shit you did. in a worldly sense, but I'm more geared towards if you can do it in a spiritual sense. It doesn't have to like necessarily manifest in the physical. If you truly do that to God in that spiritual sense, I ain't got no issues with you. You a whole new creature, and I live by that. Now your flesh then got into some fuck shit, and I can't ignore it. But I will honor your spirit. So don't think yourself too high or too far apart. That'll never happen to me. No. Understand the lifestyles of each individual so you don't become prey. These realities, you got niggas grimy in every sector of life. And so the grimy motherfuckers up here, and the grimy motherfuckers in the middle, and the grimy motherfuckers at the bottom, they all linked up together and working on some terrible, wicked ass shit. We are the oblivious ones. We try to do a little good here, a little good there. We try to stay on our grind, and we try to keep moving forward. We're not connecting with the good people at the bottom. We're not connecting with the good people at the top. There's such a fucking division there. We not working together. They are. What do we do now? I work on it. Y'all should work on it too. And really instill and have hard conversations with your kids, with your family members, anybody you hold dear. Don't even matter if they older. Because these scamming, treacherous ass niggas, they'll fucking DM your goddamn granny to go overseas and shit. They don't give a fuck. It don't matter if they can get creative on how they can use and abuse you. And you can't let that happen. That's solely up to you. As a community, we need to stop this bullshit from happening. Draw that goddamn line in the fucking sand. And put niggas on game. Reach out. Help. Work together. And figure out how to discern who through these smiles and shit, man. All this fake shit. I can give grace to the quarter evil, half evil people. You over 66% evil. I can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I laugh and shit. Cause I got through this shit. I'm proud of myself. I seen through all that shit. To the point where shit was funny. Still is. But the fucking real tragedy of this is not lost on me. I'm gonna keep my joy. And I'm gonna live in reality. And my walk is gonna change the earth. And yours should too. Don't worry about none of this other bullshit. That's it, man. Go on.